And the question was, is there a way to solve all problems in life? Is there a way to solve every single issue? Normally you would say, how is it possible? But well, that's a message we sent out to you, and I'm just looking at that message. There is a way. There is a way, and some of you wonder, what is that way to solve all of life's problems? Hitkariji, Shivoham, and welcome. Samita, Sanjay Das, Girish Unamma, Surinder Goyal, Veena, Gautam, Kumar Swami, Ajitek, long time, welcome. Rais, Sudeep Bhargava, Hema, I cannot see Ashok, but welcome. Prabhakar, Rajendra, Shivoham, Ranveer, Sara, welcome back. Bridget, Ashok, Siva, Sagairaj, and the rest of you, many of you on the line, but I cannot see. How can we live a life which has no problems? Is it even possible? Of course. Of course. For the one who reaches that state of enlightenment, for the one who realizes that life is just a show. The one who doesn't realize will ask, how can you say life is a show? Well, it's very simple. You cannot deny. We come and we go. It is so easy to understand that we don't bring anything and we don't take anything. But throughout life, we are fighting for something or the other. We are constantly fighting. We are killing people. We are losing our peace of mind. For what? For something which doesn't belong to us. What are problems? In the new book, I don't know the book is released or not. The beautiful book, we said the book is titled Many Problems, One Solution. What is that one solution? It is realization. It is enlightenment. And all problems can be solved. So with that note, I throw open, ask care to questions. Sudeep Bhargava.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam, Sudeep.
Sir, yesterday, in reply to my question and Krishna Sarmaji's question, so I just wanted to put up a few lines which I just wanted to share with you and get your feedback whether they're correct or not. Just as a summary of whatever you told us in reply to our questions.
Yeah.
So my first statement is everything is Brahman. That's the statement number one. Statement number two, that Brahman manifests itself as Prakriti and Jeev. And third one, that Prakriti and Jeev, they do not have any existence of their own. They are called as Mithya because they derive their existence from the Brahman. So it's like that cause and effect thing. You remove the gold ring is not there.
Absolutely.
And the fourth statement, that the source of the existence of this Jeev, I mean, why that Jeev is alive is because of the Atma, which is a part of the Brahman. So if there's any correction that you want or you can suggest me.
No, it's correct. What you say is absolutely correct. What you picked up from the conversation yesterday is absolutely correct.
Yes, yes.
But what you picked up is knowledge. This knowledge has to become realization.
Yes.
When this knowledge becomes realization, then there's liberation. Then there is unification. What you've picked up is good, no doubt. But keep in mind that this has to become realization.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So you just want to confirm the points, right?
I just want, if you have any inputs into this on how we can make this better.
No,
I mean, just correction for that matter. That's what my point was.
The goal of realization is not to try to find technical corrections. The goal of realization is illumination, is liberation, is unification. We are not here to find technical corrections. Technical corrections are not important. We need to have the practical realization. And that is where you have got the points correct. I think it's very well. See, remember sometime when you say yesterday you spoke, I don't remember what I spoke because I don't speak. So you have to tell me what you're referring to. And then only I will be able to connect back. Yes, I remember when you tell me, and then I endorse. Because it's very simple. What you're saying, we don't realize that everything is Brahman. If we realize everything is Brahman, if we realize everything is God, if there is God realization, then we reach a state of Sat Chit Anand. Then there's exactly what I just started this conversation with. Then life, there are no problems. What is the problem?
Right.
Hare, Anandi Ananda. We are so attached with our problems. We are so attached with our ignorance. We are so attached with so many things in our life that we are not able to achieve what we want to achieve. How can see, we are, when we came into this world, we came into this world with such Chit Anand. We lost it. We lost our Ananda in samsara. So this happens because of our ignorance, because we don't realize that this Ishvara or Brahman or God is manifesting, is appearing as the Prakriti, the nature, and appearing as, when you say Jiva, we call it Jiva, we call it Purusha, we call it life. So I don't want to get into this. I'm not here to have a competition of words with you. We are here to understand and realize the truth. We are in the right direction. Thank you. Next question. Thank you, Sudeep. Huh? Samita. Samita, your time.
Shivam, sir.
Shivam.
Sir, from our discussion about soul and body, I want to know what I have understood is we are not a body with a soul, but we are a soul with this body for this lifetime, just like we change our clothes. Is it like that? Every lifetime we have a new body. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. Let me explain it a little bit to you. So you said we are not the body with the soul, but we are the soul with the body.
Yeah.
No, we are not the soul with the body. We are the soul that appears as the body.
Okay. Yeah.
So your body is nothing but the soul. Your body is nothing but Shakti. That also you understood
Yes,
that point?
Yes. Yes.
What's the problem now? But you've not caught the main problem.
Yeah.
The main problem, now pay attention, because this is the key to the enlightenment. So pay attention, everybody, okay? Everybody thinks that we are a body with a soul. Everybody thinks like this. But the one who realizes we are not the body with a soul, but we are the soul that is appearing as the body, that person is liberated from karma, because they are liberated from mind and ego, the me. The moment they are liberated, then they get nirvana and moksha and unification. The moment we are not liberated, which is 99% of the people, we think I, ego, I am Samita. The mind thinks, this is my cat. What will happen to my cat? The mind is thinking. The point is, because of mind and ego, me, we do not realize that we are the soul.
The soul.
And at death, we are not liberated. And the mind and ego carries the karma and comes back. This is the complete story I've given you. Now you have to capture this story. And sometime when you don't capture the story, this link is on Facebook, on our Facebook page. You can go back and listen to the same question answer on Facebook.
Thank you.
Shivoham. Next. Kiran Katuria. Kiran, your time.
Shivoham, Pranam Guruji.
Shivoham, Kiran.
Guruji, Neti, I want clarification. Just now you have given also, Neti, we are not this body, we are not mind, we are the divine soul, and this divine soul or Shiva lives in the temple of our heart. This means that as we are wearing the clothes daily, changing them, body's soul also is like soul is wearing the body. I want to know that whatever I'm saying is correct. At that time, the soul leaves the body. Either the soul takes birth in the new body if our karmas are not settled, or if we say our karma, we are doing karma through God. हम अर्पण कर देते हैं भगवान को, then we unite with God. This means that soul is wearing the body, just like clothes, as we change the clothes.
The problem is, Kiran, this is words you have picked up from some television, some pravachan.
No,
And-
no.
I'm just telling you. And sometimes, I may say something like this, but realization goes beyond this. You're right. What you're saying, even Samita asked me the same question about the soul wearing the body. But how can the soul wear the body when the soul is the body? How can the soul wear the body when the soul is the body? Who is wearing the body? Now you tell me, Kiran and Samita. You tell me who is wearing the body. Kiran or Samita, who will answer?
God,
Who is wearing
soul is immortal. Body will become
Soul-
will decay.
Yeah.
And
Who is
then-
wearing the body? So we're asking a question. Who is wearing the body?
We
Samita?
say that God lives
Mind
in
and
the temple of our heart.
Samita,
the
yes.
mind
Samita?
and ego.
Correct.
Mind
The
and
mind and
ego.
ego, you're right. The mind and ego is wearing the body, and the soul is giving the power to the mind and ego to wear the new body. So, Kiran, you get the point, Kiran? The mind and
Okay.
ego, the me, the ME is going to wear the new body. If the ME is dissolved, if there is no ME, then the Atma becomes one with the Paramatma. The soul becomes one with the divine.
Okay.
So, see, in the journey of realization, first you will think soul is wearing the body. First we learn these stories. It's all part of the learning process. First we say that soul is changing body, soul is changing body. But what does the soul got to do with changing the body? Soul is the body. Soul appears as every cell of the body.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shivoham. Next, please.
Roham.
Sarah. Yes, Sarah, your time.
Hi. So I have like this question. Since we all are here because of our karma, then why are we multiplying so much? Like the population has increased so much, right?
Yeah,
So why is it happening? Because we are here because of our own karma, right?
correct.
So why day by day population is increasing? Where are they
Because-
coming from?
Because those people have got the karma to be settled. No? There are only two options, Sarah. Option, and see, we human beings, we have to look and we have to infer. So when we throw a ball up and the ball comes down, we have to try to understand. So there are
Okay.
only two options, according to me, that why people are coming onto this world. One, you understand. It is you plant the apple, you get the apple. It's very simple. It's the
Yeah.
karma. The second, which may be possible, is maybe the divine is appearing as new human beings to create more people. How do we know? Suppose the God has decided, I want to bring 1 billion people more. From 7 billion, I want to make 8 billion. Who can stop him? So what does he do? He creates 8 billion new entities, new actors on the earth stage. And their karma will be what, Sarah? When they start their journey, what will be their karma? Those 8 billion, that extra 1 billion people, what will be their karma?
Nothing.
Nothing, exactly.
Yeah.
So zero, correct? So what
Yeah.
will happen in their life now? Those new
They will
people, the
then
new
create their karma.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
Alright.
I don't know. When I was sitting in silence, I found this answer. Somebody asked me this question, not on the Ask Air, and I was sitting quietly in the mountains. Quietly, when I go to the mountains, I just sit quietly sometime, doing nothing. And then this answer came to me. There are other complicated answers. The other complicated answer is that maybe there are another 10 billion people who are right now suffering as dogs and cats and lizards, and they will come back.
Yeah.
After they're living as a dog and cat and lizard, they will come back. That may be one possibility. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah, but animals have karma, so do they have to like get enlightened as well?
No, the
Animals?
dog, a dog who's alive is also
Yeah.
a me that is living a dog's life to cancel their karma.
Oh,
So when
okay.
the dog finishes his life, he will come back as a human being. So the population will go up.
Okay.
That's why
Yeah.
the logic is, that's why some animals are becoming extinct, because they are probably getting burnt as human beings. Now, Sarah, honestly, our subject is not to get into circles like this. You know who's getting us into the circle, Sarah? Who is getting us into the circle?
Me.
Our mind. Why
Mind.
is our
Yeah.
mind getting into the circle? Because the mind doesn't want us to be enlightened. The mind is
Okay.
asking all questions. It is taking us away from the simple principle. I am not Sarah. My name is Sarah. This body was not there when I was alive in my mother's womb. I was a dot. All this you agree? You don't doubt
Yeah.
this, right? Then one day Sarah will die. Sarah will die, but I will not die.
Yes.
Because I will leave the body. If we understand this much, this is self-realization. And this will go to God realization. As a mentor to you, my job is not to let you get confused. My job is to keep you all
Okay.
focused and not to let you go off the subject. That is my goal. But I answer your question. Whatever question, I don't want it to look like, okay, with the grace of God, I have not got a question where I say I don't know the answer. That is His divine grace. Because otherwise I'll say I don't know the answer. So my point
Yeah.
is, as long as He gives the answer, this is the answer I'm sharing. What comes to me, I've given you 2 or 3 ways of looking at it. But my final answer is, forget about that. It hardly matters.
Okay.
What matters is
Okay.
you being liberated from your misery, you being liberated and you becoming one with the divine, you being in the state of complete bliss and peace. That is what you want. Am I right? You want that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we work for that.
Okay.
Okay. Next
Thank
question.
you.
Thank you. Ranveer. Ranveer, your question time.
शिवम सर,
Shiva.
सर हमें कब और कैसे पता चलेगा कि हम रियलाइजेशन हो चुका है?
Come again. हम कब कौन क्या?
हमें कब और कैसे पता चलेगा कि हमें रियलाइजेशन हो चुका है?
ठीक। आप 2-3 दिन कॉल मिस किए क्या? Okay.
नहीं,
Let me. नहीं, अब है कॉल पे. लवीना है? लवीना कहाँ है? I don't see लवीना.
लवीना सर इज
ठीक है.
थोड़ा बीमार है.
अच्छा. Let's hope she becomes fine. So somebody asked me this question last 2-3 days back. That's why I'm asking you. My point is, how will you know that there is no light in my room? How will you come to know that there is no light in my room? When my picture goes blank, correct?
Yeah.
अभी ऐसा पिक्चर आएगा तो आपको क्या समझ में आएगा?
लाइट नहीं है.
या तो लाइट नहीं, या तो कनेक्शन नहीं है. Similarly with enlightenment, जब लाइट ऑन हो जाएगी, when the light comes on and you realize, अरे यार मैं तो रणवीर थोड़ी हूँ यार. जब when you come to realize I am not Ranveer, I am the guest of Ranveer, I am the visitor, I am visiting Mr. Ranveer. मैं तो परमात्मा हूँ. I am God. I am God who has come in the form of Ranveer. When that realization comes, when the light comes on, you will come to know. Because just like when you go to a room, how do you know there is light or there is no light?
So sir, I know that I am not a body, I am not an ego. And सर ये मेरे दिमाग में चलता ही रहता है. जब मैं सोने जाऊंगा, जब मैं उठूंगा, So this is realization, or
No.
this is only knowledge?
Only knowledge.
Only knowledge.
Because when the realization comes, then you will be in a state, then you will come and dance in this program. Then when you come here, you will say, "Arey, yeah, because you will be in that state.
Okay.
You are still not realizing, because while you are saying, I am not the body, I am not the mind, immediately when your body is not well, you say, I was in Kashmir and I thought I got a heart attack. I was in Kashmir and I thought I got a heart attack.
When?
तो मैंने क्या last week, last 4-5 days, right?
Okay.
Because my chest was paining so badly, यहाँ पे इतना
Okay.
दर्द था, इतना दर्द, तो मैंने बोला, प्रभु अगर टाइम हो गया तो बोलो, मैं रेडी हूँ. But in the more lighter vein, I realized that this was a disorder which was acid reflux. Some people call it GERD, where you get an artificial heart attack. It looks like a heart attack, but actually it's only acid. Acid is going in your stomach so heavily that is creating a blast in your system. So what I'm saying, I knew that from 1 month, but I was suffering that for 1 month. Why, Ranveer?
Because you don't know is it heart attack or is it just a pain?
Because I did not realize the right problem. When yesterday I realized it, I gave up coffee. I was having 6 nimbus, 6 lemons a day. 6.
Okay.
Imagine having 6 nimbus in a day. And imagine having 4 coffees. That was the poison I was putting into my acid in the body. When I realized it yesterday, what did I do, Ranveer?
Relax.
I'm still having coffee and no nimbu.
No.
But last 1 month, I knew it. But I was still having coffee every day in the Zoom call and having nimbu, 6 nimbu every day. You understand the difference? I knew it, that I had acid problem. But when the problem became so big, I realized, the moment I realized it, I stopped all acid food. The moment you realize the truth, your life will be transformed.
Transform.
Samjhe aap?
Yeah.
But no, not yet. Yeah, but it has to. You need to push a little bit more.
Just yeah.
Remember the keywords. Keep telling yourself, neti neti, main ye nahi hu. Neti neti is very, very important. There's one whole CD with 8 or 10 bhajans on neti neti. Usko pakdo. Hindi mein hai. That will give you a lot of new perspective.
Where can I find these bhajans?
In the app, हमारे app में होगा. Air app, you can download. I'll ask them to put the Air app link.
Okay.
Ask Air. The name of the app is called Ask Air. एक app है, उसमें सब भजन है. You download the bhajans on Neti Neti, Tattvamasi.
Okay.
There are some 8-10 bhajans maybe there. That will definitely, you can even download, I hope, but that will help you. I'm asking them to send you the details of that.
Okay.
Thank you, Ranveer.
Sure.
हो गया? और कुछ?
Yeah, thank you. No.
Thank you. Next, please. Give my greetings and my best wishes to Lavina to get well. Thank you. Kumar Swami.
Sir, Shivam.
Shivoham Kumar.
See, actually, what I understood in the spiritual path so far, 3 questions I have to answer as a human being. Number 1 question is, what is the purpose of this life? Number 1.
Correct.
Number 2, I have to confirm the self, who I am.
Correct.
That is the second question.
Correct.
Third question, the death after life. These 3 questions I have to answer. I have to get the knowledge and experience. Then
Correct.
only we will get a liberation. This I understood.
Correct.
The second one is, actually the human being only is having an opportunity to get the moksha. No
Correct.
animals. Why? Because human being is having a intellect and freedom. And for getting the moksha, body, intellect, and our Atma, these three components are must. Otherwise, it's very difficult to get moksha. This I
Correct.
understood so far in our conversations.
Very good. Correct. What you're saying is all correct.
Any other corrections or any other anything?
No. Only thing is what you've understood must be realized.
Yes, sir.
What you've understood has to be realized. If you realize it, then you will get moksha. Then you will be having nirvana. But realization means, I just gave example. When I realized that I have got a lot of acid issue, I stopped. Only from yesterday, I stopped coffee. Otherwise, every day I would be having coffee in Zoom call. I'll be having the coffee. Today there is no coffee. Now it depends when I will start again. If my acid becomes okay, then I can start. So what I'm saying, Kumar Swami, in fact you told 3, but we have to concentrate on only 2. The main concentration is first question, who am I? And the second question, when you come to know who am I am not the body, not the mind, I am the divine soul. The second question, why am I here? There are 2 main questions. Under these 2 questions, there are 10 questions. Under these 10 questions, I want to know my birth, I want to know my death, I want to know about soul, I want to know about karma, many questions. But what are the 2 main questions, Kumar Swami? One question, who am I? And the second question, why am I here? Actually, even second question you drop. So you focus only on one question. What question I'm asking you to focus on?
Who I am.
Who am I? Who am I in reality? Kumar Swami will one day, Kumar Swami will go. You agree one day Kumar Swami will go, I will not go?
Definitely.
He will go. Pakka, no?
Pakka.
And when Kumar Swami goes, what everybody will say? Where is Kumar Swami? What they will say?
Has gone.
Where is gone?
So people will think that after cremation, Kumaraswamy role is over.
But where is
So
the
no-
Kumar Swami? Where is that fellow?
There is that fellow has mind in the form of mind and ego. He went up.
No, but all your family doesn't know this mind and ego business. They will only say Kumar Swami gone. He has
Gone.
left the body and he has gone. If they say Kumar Swami has left the body and he has gone, then who is that Kumar Swami who left the body if it is not the body? Body is here. Kumar Swami is lying on the floor. I can see Kumar Swami lying on the floor. People are telling he has gone. Array, where he has gone? He's here only on the floor. And no, man, this is not Kumar Swami. This is only the dead body. Then where is Kumar Swami gone? We all know this Kumar Swami, Samita, Kiran Katuria, Ranveer. We all know. All of you asked similar question today. At the end of the day, we all know, but we don't realize. The moment we realize, what is this call for? This call is to help us realize. The moment we realize, and that's what I want to tell Mr. Hitkari. He was asking an important question. What is the importance of silence? He asked a very profound question in silence. He sent me a personal message. What is the importance of silence? Shh. We cannot be silent. When we are silent, there are so many thoughts coming in our mind. When we are silent, then we are wandering. The moment we attain that state of consciousness and there is no thoughts, Mr. Hitkari, that silence has matured into nirvana. When you reach that state of silence, जहाँ पे कोई भी सोच में कोई भी idea, there is no thought, then you experience Sat Chit Anand. Then that is the state. But problem क्या होता है जब silence में बैठते हैं? Problem आता है.
Mind.
Then the mind will say, "Arey yaar, tomorrow I have got important income tax case. tomorrow I forgot. कल 29th मेरा बहुत important income tax case है. Silence bang ho gaya. Immediately you get up and you go open your books and read. My duty. I have got the income tax case. I have to go. But why we cannot keep quiet and get out of the that loop of silence and then attend our job? Because the mind will not leave us. The mind is a rascal. The mind will keep on disturbing our silence. Our challenge is to destroy that mind. So that's a small answer, Mr. Edkari, for that question of yours. But it's a good thing to have this habit of continuing silence and silence and silence and silence. I'm telling you, for me, the best moment of my life is silence. Arey, main to itna aanand mein, I enjoy so much ananda. When I get up in the morning, I try to get even 10 minutes, just 10 minutes of silence. Oh, just nothing. Just nothing. Try to be in that nothingness.
Moreover, sir, here what happened? The body is also playing very key role in the mukti because it has to be experienced in the body now. So we have to maintain the body in a healthy condition and fit condition, in the clean and neat, without desires, without and what we have to make everything should be purified in the body. Body is a very, very important role in getting in the procedure of the mukti.
Correct. The body which you are not.
If we are not having body, there is no chance of getting mukti.
From where you will get mukti?
No. That's
Only
what the body is.
From the body only.
In this body only.
No. Yeah. So see, this is a tricky question. That is what? You are not the body, but you want the mukti from the body. Huh? What do you have to say about that? You are not the body, but you want the mukti from the body. Then how to explain?
We are utilizing that instrument for our mukti. It is must.
We have to renounce that equipment. We have to go beyond it. We have to say that is not me. Then we will be liberated from the body. We have to control the 5 senses. The 5 senses are the biggest problem. The 5 senses are the 5 horses. The 5 horses make the body will go wild here and there. Thank you. Last question. Nishu Mathur, last question. Is she asking? Are you asking or is it type? Is it possible to describe the moment of enlightenment? Is it like being blinded by light full of peace, bliss? Full of peace, bliss?
Like one is floating.
Like one is floating. Nishu, this is what you read in books. This is what you read in books. That once, about 10 years back, when I was not, I had not realized the truth in life. I met one meditation teacher, and the meditation teacher told me, sit down. And the meditation teacher was brainwashing me. Now, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Can you see your color coming here in the third eye? Can you see blue color? No, keep quiet. Blue will come. Blue will come. Now you can see blue. What about purple? What about green? People are all waiting for all these things to happen. Enlightenment is not, dear Nishu Mathur, a subject of the body. Who sees that light is the body? You experience a state which cannot be expressed in words. How can I explain to you how you feel in enlightenment? Because it is something which cannot be explained in words. There is no word for it. Only the person who experiences that will experience what is known as aparoksh anubhuti. The moment you start defining, it's like saying, define God. Can you define God? Oh, God is the one with 3 eyes. God is the one sitting in lotus. God is the one with a murli. No. Sorry, this is not God. We have to understand. So what is that feeling when you reach a state of enlightenment? You are liberated. You feel ecstatic. You feel joy. You feel a life has no problems. You feel no misery of body, mind, and ego. You feel God everywhere. You feel प्रभु तो है हर जगह, हर शय में वो है, कोई जगह ना जहां वो नहीं है, कण कण में वो है, उसके बिन कुछ नहीं है, सब कुछ वही है, सब कुछ वही है. Last time I kept on singing. I can't sing now. If I sing in 10 more minutes, you feel that state, you experience that state, and that is what we are all here every day at 8. I can assure you, if you are here every day at 8, one day you will experience that state. And with that note, I fold hands and I thank you.